just wanted to hop on and do a little video because I'm so excited. I have been working for the last few months, actually 3 or 4 months, on getting my podcast up and running. And I just released episode 8 today. But I just can't even contain myself. I try to put out some posts on Facebook and Instagram, but it doesn't do justice on how I feel about it. April is Limb Loss Awareness Month, and I had stacked more than 4 people on to be my guests. And basically, with my podcast, I just want to be able to empower others to live better lives. The focus has always been on amputees because that's where I'm at, and I get a lot of questions about it, and that's kind of where this all started to come from and originate from, with the questions other amputees asked how I did this and why I do that and how do you get to this point. But when I started making my podcast, I noticed that it actually was reflective of anybody in any circumstance. This month will be a little bit more of the exception, but starting last week, I had a friend of mine from Kauai, Mike Coots, on as a guest speaker, and he talked about his journey from a kid growing up on Kauai to a shark attack victim, and how he went from being a below knee amputee from that, getting back in the water surfing, becoming a photographer through college, and now does amazing photographs of sharks underwater. He'll get nose to nose with great whites and all these different types of sharks all over the world. And to me, that's astounding, to be able to face a fear that most of us have irrationally because we've never been affected by it, but to have someone that's actually gone through it. And now he is an advocate for sharks. And I think it's fantastic. So if you missed that, that was last week. This week, the one I just posted today, is actually the doctor who did my amputation. Amazing guy, works for Honor Health now. It was Specialty Orthopedic Surgery Center, and now they're with Honor Health, Dr. Judd Cummings. And I say I'm excited because as I write up on my website, I write up a little bit about the podcast. And some of you just go straight to the podcast, but the write-up kind of just takes you through, like, what I went through personally to do an elective amputation, and the mental journey I took, and how he played into it, Dr. Cummings, and how my prosthetist played into it, and the people I surrounded myself with. And I want as many people to see that, read that, and hear it, because there are so many people out there that are struggling with this decision, but also that are struggling with amputation in general, that have already gone through it. And I was so excited about how that flowed yesterday as I was writing it and getting it ready to post. So I want you to check that out. But also, the next 3 weeks are stacked still. Next week, I will have on my prosthetist and his assistant is an above knee amputee, and someone I spoke about with Dr. Cummings, David Banks. He kind of helped me through some emotional times right before my surgery, because he had been there and knew what I was dealing with in some respects. The week after that, I have my physical therapist I went to see, so that I could become a better walker, stronger, more confident in my prosthetic. And I've got someone that worked with him and worked on running techniques for me, so I could strengthen up the right movements so that I could run in my running blade. So I've got them on. And then the final one for Limb Loss Awareness Month is Dr. Ronnie Pruch, who did my TMR surgery this past December, because I had a nice large neuroma in the back of my leg. It was like 4 inches in diameter, and it was painful. Like, I felt like I couldn't do anything. Even though I pushed through it, it just made it worse and worse and worse. And so I'm going to introduce you to him, because he helped me. Now my gait is so much cleaner. I'm able to walk through. My gait looks just nice and straight. I'm not doing the waddle that sometimes you get when you know you're hurting. But anyways, I just wanted to get on and let you know that if you haven't visited my website, which I will post below here, please do visit it. You can subscribe on there. You can get the podcasts on there, but you can also see pictures. I make sure I post pictures with my write-ups, so you can see my journey and places I've been, plus usually the people that I'm interviewing. So you get a glimpse at that. And I am working on getting my podcasts visually onto my YouTube channel. So keep an eye out for that too, because that's coming as well. But I hope you're having a great day. I'm excited for the people that are coming. If you have questions that you want me to talk to the prosthetist, the PT, or the doctor that did TMR surgery on me, please let me know. Reach out to me, DM me, whatever it takes to reach out to me. But let me know if there's any questions you specifically would like me to ask those people, and I will be happy to try to fit those in. I'm really kind of hoping to have them back as repeat guests later on in the year, and approaching different topics with this avenue of the medical field. But I hope you have a super day. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. I hope you share them, because I know there's so many people out there that I can't reach, but that you may know that need it. Even if you're not an amputee, there may be someone you know that's really struggling in the medical world. A lot of the things we talked about today with Dr. Cummings was, how do you advocate for yourself? And when is it okay to go and get that second opinion? Or when is it appropriate for you to walk away from a doctor when you see certain things going on? It may be time for you to search for somebody else. So we talk about all that, and that has nothing to do with amputation as much as it just does is being strong enough to say, yeah, he may be or she may be the professional, but it's my body, and you got to take care of yourself first and foremost, and you need to be the one that advocates for yourself. You're the only one that knows you, and you're the one that has to fight for you, because it is your life that you eventually have to live. So I hope you join me on my podcast, Beautiful Adaptive Warrior, on any platform, but also at my website. And I hope to see you soon. Talk to you later.